Hello and welcome to Express News. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj, and in this segment, we give you top 100 news of the day. So let's get started. President Draupadi Murmu presented the National Handicrafts Awards for the years 2023 and 24 at New Delhi's Vigyan Bhavan on Tuesday. The National Handicrafts Awards ceremony, a key part of the annual National Handicrafts Week, which runs till the 14th of December, honoured distinguished master craftspersons for their artistic excellence. After a conversation with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has announced on X that Microsoft is committing a $17.5 billion, the company's largest investment ever in Asia, to help build the infrastructure, skills and sovereign capabilities needed for India's AI-first future. The winter session of Parliament is underway in New Delhi. The Rajya Sabha has taken up the special discussion on 150 years of Vande Mataram, the national song of India. Union Home Minister Amit Shah opened the discussion in the upper house. Home Minister Amit Shah on 150 years of Vande Mataram said the national song demands unwavering dedication and was vital during the 1947 independence and is equally significant today. The Home Minister also said that Vande Mataram became the call that helped break the shackles of Ma Bharati, adding that the discussion on Vande Mataram in both houses will help future generations understand its true importance and its glory. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha held debate on the special intensive revision of electoral rolls as part of a discussion on electoral reforms today. Congress MP Manish Tiwari initiated the discussion on election reforms in Lok Sabha or the lower house of the Indian Parliament. Other speakers include Sanjay Jaiswal from the BJP and Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav. In an update in the IndiGo crisis, India's Civil Aviation Regulator, Directorate General of Civil Aviation, has rebuked IndiGo for its winter 2025 schedule in a December 8 notice, noting approval for over 64,000 November flights, but only 59,400 operated, with 951 cancellations. DGCA cited IndiGo's inefficiency, noting only 339 aircraft in October and 344 in November against approved 403, directing a 5% schedule cut on high-demand routes and revised plan by 5 p.m. on December 10th. Speaking in the lower house of the Parliament, Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu said that disruptions caused by IndiGo's failures is now heading towards stabilization. In an update, IndiGo operations have fully normalized as announced by the company's CEO Peter Albers on Tuesday after a week of chaos from crew shortages and new flight duty time limitations rules. The Ministry of Civil Aviation and the DGCA have been monitoring airports in real time amid IndiGo disruptions. A high-level review meeting was held Monday night. December 9 marks a defining moment in India's history as the Constituent Assembly convened its first session in 1946 on this day. It was held in the historic Constitution Hall of Parliament House, now known as Sambidhan Sadan. The Constituent Assembly, comprising visionaries and leaders from across the nation, in fact, embarked on the monumental task of drafting a constitution that would uphold the values of democracy, unity and progress for an independent India. National Democratic Alliance leaders met in New Delhi's Parliament Library on Tuesday, felicitating Prime Minister Modi for the Bihar election victory. All NDA upper house and lower house members attended the meet. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be hosting a special dinner for all NDA MPs on December 11 to strengthen coordination and refine floor strategy during the winter session. The 10th edition of the India-Indonesia Joint Special Forces exercise Garud Shakti is underway at the Special Forces Training School, Baklok. Key focus areas of exercise Garud Shakti include heli-borne operations, combat shooting and the employment of drones and CUAS systems, further strengthening the robust defense partnership between India and Indonesia. Indian Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has said that India is the third largest energy consumer and the fourth largest refiner, with 25,429 kilometer pipelines, 8,428 CNG stations, 1.58 CR PNG homes to drive 25% global demand growth by 2040. Indian indices ended in red on Tuesday. The Sensex was down 436.41 points to close at 84,666.28. While Nifty was down 120.9 points on Tuesday to close at 25,839.65. Indian rupee ended higher by paise 21 at 89.88 per US dollar on Tuesday. Global oil prices edged higher on Tuesday, with Brent crude at $62.53 per barrel and WTI around $59, though oversupply concerns persist. Global gold prices rose slightly on Tuesday, hovering near $4,195 per ounce amid anticipation of a Federal Reserve rate cut and ongoing central bank buying. While global silver prices hold near record highs, trading around $58 per ounce, fueled by persistent supply deficits, strong industrial demand from solar and EVs, and anticipated Fed rate cuts. Asian markets declined on Tuesday, mirroring Wall Street's pullback. Shanghai was up 0.63% at 3,927, while Nikkei slipped 1.3%. European markets inched higher, buoyed by financials and defense stocks amid Fed rate cut anticipation. Stoxx 600 was up 0.2% to 5,735, while DAX rose 0.4% at 19,550. France's CAC 40 gained 0.3%, while London's FTSE 100 was flat. Paramount on Monday launched an all-cash tender offer to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, the Hollywood giant that also owns American multinational news media company CNN, in a challenge to Netflix's own highly contested deal. The hostile offer was Paramount has set up a bidding war between Paramount, whose CEO is David Ellison, the son of Larry Ellison, an ally of US President Donald Trump, and streaming behemoth Netflix. Fighting between Thailand and Cambodia spread on Tuesday to new parts of their contested border as the death toll rose to 10, while over 140,000 civilians have fled the violence. Meanwhile, the Thai army has confirmed the death of 2 more of its soldiers on Tuesday in renewed border clashes with neighbor Cambodia, raising the death toll for Thai troops to 3. Russia's top general Valery Gerasimov said on Tuesday that Moscow's forces were advancing along the entire front line in Ukraine and were targeting surrounded Ukrainian troops in the town of Milestones. In a command post meeting with center grouping officers in Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region, Russian General Valery Gerasimov announced President Vladimir Putin had ordered the defeat of encircled Ukrainian forces in Milestones, where Russia claims 30% control now. According to General Gerasimov, Russian forces have advanced along the entire front in Ukraine and have taken more than 30% buildings of the eastern town of Milestones. Meanwhile, Ukraine will present a revised peace plan to the United States on Tuesday to end the conflict with Russia, following talks in London with leaders of France, Germany and Britain. Israel's military said it carried out strikes on southern Lebanon on Tuesday, targeting sites operated by the Hezbollah. In a latest, Israel is set to allow Gaza's sole border crossing to the outside world to reopen on Wednesday to allow humanitarian aid into the territory as part of a US-backed ceasefire deal. Pakistani Taliban militants stormed a security checkpoint in Pakistan's northwestern border area with Afghanistan, killing 6 soldiers and injuring 4 others, as per an official on Tuesday. Late Monday, more than a dozen armed men attacked the checkpoint, leading to a heavy exchange of fire in Kurram, a tribal district in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Australia is set to impose social media ban on children under 16 years from Wednesday. The government has issued guidelines for strict compliance. Cuba's former economy minister Alejandro Gil Fernandez was sentenced to life imprisonment following a closed-door trial on espionage charges in a high-profile corruption case. Spacecraft Soyuz MS-27 carrying NASA and Roscosmos astronauts returned to Earth. 100 school children were released on Monday in Nigeria's Niger state after being held captive by kidnappers as authorities were working to secure the freedom of remaining hostages. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro emphasized the role of national strength in ensuring peace and fostering social welfare during a government review meeting broadcast on state television. American actor and playwright Jeremy O. Harris was released from custody in Japan after his arrest last month for alleged drug smuggling suspicion. Czech President Petr Pavel appointed the billionaire leader of the populist ANO party, Andrej Babis, as Prime Minister on Tuesday after party's thumping win on October elections. Time for a short break. Keep watching DD India.
Every year on 10th of December, the world comes together to celebrate the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a landmark document that affirms the fundamental freedoms every individual enjoys everywhere.
After the explosion of information technology, digital technology, new genre of rights have come up. Right to privacy can be infringed both by state actors and by non-state actors. People should learn to respect other people's rights. If we don't respect each other's rights, you cannot enforce your own rights. The only thing that could be done is to make everything simple. Don't complicate matters.
This week on Defence Dynamics, India's battlefield gets a boost with new indigenous unmanned ground vehicles for mine warfare and frontline support. In geopolitics, we decode Asia's most volatile triangle, China, Japan and Taiwan, and why it matters now more than ever. We also ask the central question, shaping Asia's future. What does China really want? And in My Take, we look at Asim Munir's elevation as Pakistan's Chief of Defence Forces and his regional fallout. Catch it all on Defence Dynamics this Wednesday at 8 PM IST only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Let's resume. A multi-story building in Indonesia's capital caught fire on Tuesday, claiming 20 lives. Though fire was brought under control, search and rescue operations continued for victims. European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service said on Tuesday that 2025 is set to be the world's second or third warmest on record, surpassed only by last year's record-breaking heat. The data released from the organization reaffirmed that global temperatures are on course to exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. European Council and European Parliament reached a deal to delay the new environmental and human rights rules compliance by a year to 2029. The UN on Tuesday unveiled its largest ever scientific assessment, Global Environmental Outlook on the declining state of the environment, with crucial findings being subsided as oil-producing nations continue to disagree over the use of fossil fuels. The dispute over the report echoed a growing trend in consensus-based negotiations where oil-producing countries in particular are frustrating efforts to address pollution from fossil fuels and plastic. Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva asked his cabinet to chalk out a roadmap to cut the use of fossil fuels with a deadline of 60 days to follow on a promise made as host nation during COP30 last month. The Lula government plans to use country's oil revenues to pay for a fund that will finance the transition to clean energy. The European Commission has postponed the highly anticipated review of the 2035 ban on new petrol and diesel car sales to December 16 as European automakers have been pushing to relax the ban. Pope Leo paid floral tributes to the statue of Virgin Mary near Rome's Spanish Steps to mark the Catholic feast of the Immaculate Conception. Thousands of people and their golden retriever pets gathered in the city of Buenos Aires, Argentina to break the world record for the largest number of dogs of this breed in a single location. The record-breaking event in Buenos Aires called the Golden Wave was launched on social media by Argentine Fausto Dupere, a long-time golden retriever owner. Downtown Toronto lit up in festive colours as crowds gathered at Nathan Phillips Square, now transformed into a holiday hotspot. Skaters filled the ice rink under the glowing Toronto sign, while markets and decorated streets added to the city's winter charm. Croatia's Zagreb has transformed into a festive hub with its renowned Advent in Zagreb market, named Europe's best Christmas market 3 years running. A Brackenfell home in Cape Town has become a festive hotspot, decorated with thousands of Christmas lights, LED strips, illuminated figures and large Christmas tree. Firefighters in Athens rappelled from the roof of a children's cancer hospital to deliver gifts to young patients. Dressed as Santa Claus, they descended onto balconies, spreading festive cheer. Russia's Moscow Zoo has released new footage of 2 Amur tiger cubs born in August as its rare species reproduction center. A nearly complete Tarbosaurus batar skeleton, the Asian cousin of the T-Rex, is said to be repatriated from France to Mongolia after French customs seized it in 2015. In a first for Assam and India, 35 captured rare critically endangered vultures from the Rani Vulture Conservation Centre in Guwahati have been approved for release into the 6th edition of Kaziranga National Park. The critically endangered vultures group includes 30 white-rumped and 5 slender-billed vultures species that have declined by over 97%, mainly due to diclofenac poisoning. India Post has inaugurated a first-of-its-kind Gen Z post office extension counter in Kottayam, Kerala, offering students a modern space to engage with postal services. The new Gen Z post office extension in Kottayam features a vibrant and nature-inspired design that blends indoor and outdoor areas, serving as a work cafe, green corner and community hub aligned with the college's eco-friendly ethos. The Saras Ajivika Food Festival at Delhi's Sundar Nursery concluded, celebrating rural flavors, tradition and women entrepreneurs. Dark comedy, one battle after another, led the Golden Globe nominations with 9 nods, positioning Leonardo DiCaprio's Thriller as an early Oscar contender. The Golden Globes also honoured Norwegian drama Sentimental Value with 8 nominations and horror film Sinners with 7. Fans gathered at Strawberry Fields in New York's Central Park on Monday to mark 45 years since the death of Beatles legend John Lennon. Actor Paul Dano, known for The Batman and The Fabelmans, has joined the star-studded cast of the upcoming psychological thriller Bunker. Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried star psychological thriller The Housemaid is all set to be released in India on January 2nd, 2026. Actor Ahan Shetty's first look from the upcoming action drama Border 2 has been unveiled, building strong buzz around the film. The highly awaited sequel is set to release worldwide on 23rd of January 2026. A new poster for Indian superstar Yash's upcoming film Toxic, a fairy tale for grown-ups, has been unveiled. The film is scheduled for a worldwide theatrical release on 19th of March 2026. The first look poster of Tamanna Bhatia as Jayashree in the upcoming biopic We Shantaram has been released. Jayashree, a noted actress, was the second wife of legendary Indian filmmaker V. Shantaram, whose life the film celebrates. The first song from the upcoming Bollywood comedy Rahu Ketu, starring Pulkit Samrat and Varun Sharma, is out now. The film is set for a 16th of January 2026 release. Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan has been named among the 67 most stylish people of 2025 by the New York Times. India vs South Africa first T20I is underway in Cuttack. South Africa won the toss and opted to bowl first. The Indian Premier League has announced the player auction list for the 2026 season, with 350 cricketers set to go under the hammer in Abu Dhabi on December 16. England's pacer Mark Wood has been ruled out for the rest of the Ashes series ahead of the second Test match at Adelaide. India's R. Pragnananda was confirmed as the winner of the FIDE Circuit 2025, securing direct qualification to the prestigious 2026 Candidates Tournament. In a sensational showdown at the freestyle chess Grand Slam finals, India's Arjun Erigesi has stunned world number 1 Magnus Carlsen in the 5th round. In the quarterfinals, Norwegian Carlsen is set to face Italian-American Fabiano Caruana, marking a rematch of their 2018 World Championship clash. Carlsen currently leads the overall tour standings with 80 points. He only needs to secure a 4th place finish in the finals to bag overall victory. Meanwhile, India's Arjun Erigesi will challenge German Vincent Kiemer in the next round. Winter Games organizers and the International Ice Hockey Federation defended the size of Milan's Santa Giulia arena after it was criticized for being shorter than NHL standards. India will fight for a bronze medal at the Junior Hockey World Cup 2025 against Argentina on Thursday after the semi-final loss to Germany. Liverpool will aim to put their poor run of form behind them when they take on Inter Milan in the Champions League on Wednesday. In the Champions League, third-placed Bayern Munich is set to host Sporting Lisbon on Tuesday night. Manchester United surged into the Premier League's top 6 with a commanding 4-1 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. The International Olympic Committee held an executive board meeting on Tuesday at Olympic House in Lausanne, Switzerland. Club Brugge have sacked coach Nicky Hayen 2 days before they host Arsenal in the Champions League and replaced him with their former manager, Croatian Ivan Leko. And that's it in this edition of Express News. News and updates will continue here on DD India. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to DD India for more news and updates from around the world. Thank you so much.